Good morning and welcome back to another episode. It's time to check up on all these breeders. We haven't checked on these ones for a little while. Not getting in the cage as much as I normally would with these ones, just because this cockbird's pretty new, and this hen, she's probably first time hen as well. I don't really want to disturb them too much, but they're looking pretty good. I walk past, check on them when I'm feeding them and things like that, and they are doing really well for first time parents. You can see this hen, she's always sitting on the eggs, which is really good. And also this cockbird as well, he's doing quite a good job for a first time father. And I'm pretty excited for these birds, not for the fact that they most likely will be fairly white, hopefully all white, but he is actually quite a sensational cockbird as well. He has the pink ring on him because he was meant to go into stock, because he's very well bred. So hopefully we might be able to breed some nice whites. We may just do one round like I have talked about previously, just from these, just to see, because we probably have some other hens. We could probably try pairing him up because he's actually a really nice bird in the hand. We'll just check up on the little black hen here. I wasn't still undecided how many rounds we do with her. I do really want to breed her with the beefcake. I know a lot, only because everyone is they've always wanted her to go with beefcake, so we may look at doing a round later on with that pair, because I think it would be a very good pair. And beefcake probably deserves a little bit of breeding, but I'm not going to get in there and have a look. That egg's due to hatch any day now, so we'll keep a close eye on it. There's only one in there. The first one wasn't fertile. I think actually it's first time parents as well, so we want to go a little bit easier on, well, second time parents, but they've had a bit of a struggle. We've had some dud eggs before. Their first round were dud, they didn't hatch. Second round we got double babies out of it, which are pretty good, which are the black ones over in the flying loft. So hopefully we get one more baby. I don't want to tie this nest box up anymore with this pair. It's been tied up for quite a while. Like I said, we're running low on nest boxes. And let's get in here and see what craziness is going on. Big shock, buddy. What are you doing? Just enjoying that little bit of a view up there. So we need to go in here and have a bit of a look, because we should be expecting those babies should be hatching. We'll get to those in a minute. Just wait for all these birds to clear out a bit, because we know that this one is a bit of a flighty one. This baby is still hanging in that nest. I need to check under his wing. He's an aggressive one, like we've seen in the videos before, but he is very close to weaning, and I really want to get him out. Realistically, he doesn't need to be in there. It'd be nice if he's crowing already. Look at him, he's like, this is my nest box. I think he's going to be one to watch, like we've seen in the other videos. He's such a protective little baby, which is really good to see. Probably gets it from his father. His father's a bit of a crazy one, which is that one there we've seen in the previous videos. He tends to try and take over everything, so we'll keep an eye on him. But the babies themselves turn out quite nice. This is the second baby we've bred from him. Well, second round, sorry. So here's the third one. Oh, that's not very nice. And this one's slowly starting to come on. Last time we seen it, it wasn't as feathered up as this one. Starting to get some feathers through. This point, maybe looking like blue bar. I think there's going to be a lot of blue bars in this round, which is just is what it is, unfortunately. Let's go across here first, see if we've got an egg in there. Is an egg in there? No. What's going on? This hen must be pretty close to laying an egg, I'd say. She's been hovering around there for the last, this is probably 48 hours today. So I'd say that maybe today or tomorrow we might get an egg from her. Hopefully, because that's what we really need. get some babies out of these guys. It's really good now that we've actually got this fully open. It gives them full reign. They can come out, and it's much easier for me when all these boxes are open, because there's less mess in there and it's generally on the floor, and it's so much easier to scrape than trying to scrape in around these nest boxes, because the babies make it messy enough as it is. Let's have a look at these little squeakers. I haven't had a look at them today. Let's sit you up here in the light. But they're looking really good. This must be the hen blue bars as well. Really excited for these ones as well. So these shock and this hen looking pretty well. This is their second round. We'll definitely go one more round after this. She probably will lay eggs again in the next week, I'd say. They did lay pretty quickly last time. That's how come we managed to get these babies out. Shock is up and around the corner here. And he's looking pretty good too. He does not, you know, most of the time some parents will get pretty worn down. And I keep a close eye on that when I'm breeding. Sometimes I'll give them a little bit of a break here and there, but they're looking pretty good. So I think we'll be able to get another round out of them probably easily. And then we'll see after the next round, when that gets close to weaning out, whether we let them go again. But we may get 4 rounds out of them, which will be quite good. And then we can shut them down, give them a little bit of a break. And kind of that's why we like 4 rounds of these would be really good. That gives us about 8 babies to test, which is a really good sample size to see whether this pair is going to produce something. At least one of those babies might shine. So we'll just have to wait and see. Someone's making noise here. And then we'll have these are our little Vanderbilts. There's a few little flies getting around in here at the moment. So I'm going to come in here after with a bit of fly spray and just fly it in a few of the corners. I think it's just the weather that's turned around. Some of the bugs get caught in here. But we'll have a little bit of a look. Only in the areas where they might be sitting. Just little midges, I think. And this pair, I'm hoping that this is where the little babies are. Let's have a bit of a look. Oh, I think I can see an eggshell there, which is really good. So this is the pair that I brought them both online on some online auctions. It's the first time I've ever done it. And I probably really should have filmed the whole thing, like the whole auction experience. Maybe I'll do it again in the future. I actually learned a lot from this auction because, yeah. Oh, there's the little babies. Just because the auction experience is so different when buying birds, you can tend to get stuck overpaying for birds. So I learned a few tricks this time, which I'll probably utilize. But if you do want to see a video of me just buying a bird on the auctions, let me know. It's something I might be interested in doing, because these were some really fantastic birds. Like these on paper, generally pretty good. When you're on online auctions, it's generally the pedigree that dictates the value of the bird. It's not. We do have a lot of auctions here in Australia, not as big as all those Peeper and all those other type of auctions, probably in some other countries, but you can still get some reasonably good birds, especially if you know the birds that you're after. Like for me, I wanted some really good Vanderbilts, and that's what we got here. On paper they're good. That's why I say they're untested, but that's what we said. We brought them, put them together, and hopefully we'll produce some really good Vanderbilt babies that we can test and just really see how well they do turn out. You can see the cockbird, they're both really good parents and both trying to look after the babies. They are very gentle. That looks a little bit rough, but beautiful parents. This cockbird, he's a big boy, like very muscly, and very indicative of that sort of stature that we want. We kind of want that really strong bird. So I want to test these guys out because you know that I'm trying to aim for that middle distance. Maybe a few one loft races, but kind of stay around that middle distance where these type of birds will be pretty good. But a little bit off track. But if you do want to see me buy something on an auction, and how I do it, things like that. I've only done it once, but I'm happy to do it again because we are looking for one more breed of bird to bring in to test against with my birds. So drop some comments down below, let me know what you think. We may look at buying one. I definitely need to get one more tester and then we shut it up a bit, but we probably will let these guys get back to raising their little babies because I'm really excited for this pair. So we'll definitely get another round or two out of them. We might put a pink ring on them just to indicate that we may keep one of these babies for stock, just because I don't want to risk anything happening to those ones and not getting enough babies out of them. And before we just move on from this pair, the actual I'm surprised that one of those eggs hatched. You will see previously I've talked about one of those eggs was really damaged. I was actually going to throw that egg away. This cockbird is probably the most aggressive, territorial, possessive one that I've got actually. Maybe he just needs a little bit more time out and settle down, but there was one time that I took this off to the front just to get them used to it. And he got in a fight with the cockbird that's in this one, the red one, and they damaged one of those eggs quite bad, which is pretty, I just don't know, it's pretty sad. I was going to throw one of those eggs away, but the eggs hatched. It's just so sweet, this one. Look at him. Such a good father. So gentle with those little babies. He's aggressive, but he's a good father. Oh, this is pretty cool. We'll leave them in peace. Don't want to put those babies risk and hanging around too much with the camera, but this one's gone pretty good too. They're going to have to be weaned out. We're going to end up with maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 more babies weaning at the same time, which is pretty good. I'm hoping Storm lays again. She's hanging around those nest bowls. She generally lays pretty quick. Normally she'll lay when the babies are about this age again. She's pretty keen to breed. This hen also hanging around the nest bowl. I might even try opening this up soon, letting her out. Hopefully we've fixed the problem, because Big Leo was been a problem because this is all on the same level, so he thinks that both these boxes are his. So I might even just open this door soon and just do a bit of a test, but leave this front on so there's a bit of a difference between the two. Now I've got 2 nest bowls in there. It might actually sort of level things out a bit. I'm going to leave you guys all in peace. That pair is down there again trying to do that. I might go and get them a nest bowl. I have spoken about that before, but I just don't think they're going to lay that quick, but obviously they are, because look how big their babies are. We're watching this red cock here. He's chasing that hen pretty hard, pecking at her. So I'm assuming that means that she's going to lay again very soon. So nest bowl. Just wait for everyone to settle down for a bit, because I've got a nest bowl in my hand. It's a little bit different for them. So I'm going to set it in this side. This is their babies here. Really excited for these babies. So I'm going to take this out, give this a bit of a clean as well. Now that we're getting birds that are coming out of their boxes, we don't need as many drinkers and nest bowls in here. I might try and get these guys down into their nest box and see what they think of this new bowl, because he's seems to be really keen to pushing that hen into a nest. Get that hen in there. Oh yeah, he's excited for that. He's a little bit shy now. See how they go with it anyway. I'm hoping that they'll go up there instead of going down here. I don't like them sort of any pairs trying to take over this bottom section. Creates too much fighting. I'd prefer them all to do up there, but I'm just distracted because he's just wants to feed those little babies. It's just really nice to watch. Such a big bird like that being so caring to these tiny little babies. It's pretty cool. But now these guys have been stage fright. But we are limited for room in this one. I'm not, like, we are at max capacity with pairs. We've got 8 boxes. Every pair has a box, so they're all full. Hopefully we can pump out a lot of babies, but stay tuned. We'll check up on these ones soon, and we'll keep a very close eye on them ones, because I'm hoping soon we can probably open up a few more doors and let everyone come out. Is Leo pecking here, or what's going on? No, he's just getting a little bit of food. I was hoping they will lay again soon. But stay tuned. We'll keep an eye on everyone. This hen looks very interested in now. She's checking it out, making sure that it's going to be suitable. Yeah, she's pecking at it to make sure it's going to be good. Got the tigers down here at my feet. They just dropped down there. He's pecking her too. So a lot of males here pushing the hens to lay. So we're going to have a few rounds of eggs soon. So stay tuned. And I'll catch you all in the next video.